we were able to fight and grind through it tonight. I was proud of our guys for that. And the bottom line is college football, it's hard to win a game each week. And no matter how it is, statistically or not, you come out here and you find a way to win. We did that tonight. Came out the first half, our goal was to start fast. We did that, and then we fell off. Our goal in the second half was, you know what, enough's enough. We came out. We had a couple big plays happen on defense and special teams, got ourselves back in the game. And well, one thing I'll say, I give credit to Georgia State. I think a lot of people see 0-10. They don't see every single game that we watch every time and go, you know what, number 2 is good as anybody we played in the country. All right, they've got a good scheme. They know what they're doing. They've been snake bit on a couple of teams they've played against. And tonight they came out and played, bottom line. So 0-10 has nothing to do with the team you see out there you play against. And the bottom line is, what do they have to lose? They're coming here to win. They got good players. They know how to play. For us, we need to play with more of a sense of urgency. We need to do that the entire game. And we need to get back to that. We've done that this season at times, and we've done what we did tonight at times. And unfortunately, we won the game. So the nice thing about that is on Sunday, when we go back and watch the film, we're able to make corrections with the W and get back to work. And that's the bottom line. We're not trying to take the end of this year and just glide through it. We're not good enough to do that. I don't think anybody is. We have a lot of work to do before we play Western Kentucky. So, but for the seniors, that was a very proud moment, for myself and our seniors to have a chance to be a part of that. For a lot of these guys that have been here for 4 to 5 years, I know what it's like to go through 4 head coaches. So I really appreciate those guys and what they've been able to accomplish in the situation they've been in. So glad we got the win for them. They're happy as well. Just excited to get back to work tomorrow. Wish we were starting right now. So we got some things we need to get corrected. We'll do that, and we'll come back out ready to play next Saturday. So with that, I'll open up the questions.
Start the second half. You guys got a big hit for a fumble. Sterling returned that for a touchdown. You got a blocked punt. You feel like the defense kind of won the game tonight, kind of turned things for you?
100%. Yeah, I do. I think at the end there, I thought, we had a couple scoring plays and all that, but for our defense, we had 2 turnovers on defense, potentially for touchdowns. Kyle Coleman's, you hardly ever see that happen when you fumble the ball back of the end zone. After that happened, you kind of go figure, how things are going in the game. And then we come back, I thought at halftime, same old. We come out there at halftime, right, it's time to get going again. We come back out there and bang, 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 we're back on the board, and all of a sudden we're up. And the offense kind of gets lit up a little bit, and Georgia State comes back and they start playing hard. It's a back and forth game. And even there at the end, they run a double pass on second down and whatever it was. The guy runs around back there and launches it down the field for a touchdown. It's great play by him, but those are things that we need to have coming out work in our favor. So, but our defense, for the most part, early on, kept us in it, but still you go back, and I see that. There's a ton of things in there that we need to get fixed. So, to me, it's special teams. You want to think, look at what we did tonight that was really good. Special teams was good tonight. We blocked the punt. We had the 1 missed field goal with Brian. It was close. We had some big returns. We handled their split kicks. We handled it on Hanson, on the onside kick. So, I'll go back to that. Those guys tonight, I thought were the dominating group of everybody on the field was our special teams.
We take it away the forever play this time.
Solid. I do. I know he did. I didn't watch every play. I don't know what his stats are. I know he's solid. He's as consistent as anybody we've got. And at the same time, I look at Georgia State. I'm trying to stop him. I look at Georgia State. I'm not going to let them run for 325 yards against us. We're going to stop the run. And they did all that. What they set to accomplish, if I was them, I think they accomplished it tonight. And we just had some things work in our favor, which is kind of what has happened to that football team. Georgia State, it worked in our favor tonight. We won the game. But Coach Miles there, I know, hats off to him. He did a good job. And I'm just happy our kids pulled it out.
Outside of that first possession, do you feel like you guys were, a little flat offensively?
Yeah, I do. I feel like, we go in there and we're running, all of our, I wouldn't say we were predictable by any means what we were doing. I thought we were trying to get all the different angles we could possibly get. They were moving on us, and they were playing harder than us up front, bottom line. So we were getting penetrated, and we weren't getting the yards that we have been getting on first down. And that's been, you talked about that already. First down, with T and 10 down, we get positive yards, things get rolling. When you don't, it doesn't look that good.
Trailing, you guys trailing or being tied at half, I doubt it's something you become comfortable with, but you're certainly familiar with it. I mean, do you think it's something you guys have learned to handle about as well as you could, I guess?
Well, I guess. I don't like that. I wouldn't say that was the goal this year, is to be able to handle the coming at halftime. But, you know, on the flip side of that, I've been a part of it too, where you come out at halftime, you can't finish the game. So I would rather have, if I have to take my pick, I would rather have us being a finishing team than a fast starting team. You had to take the pick between the two. And what I really want is a fast starting team and a finishing team. And to me, it's a sense of urgency. Guys are in the right spots. Guys are doing their jobs. There's not a whole lot of mistakes. I'll say that. I know the coaches have got these guys right. But when you're there, it's a sense of urgency. And at some point across the board, there's one-on-one matchups, and you've got to take a choice. You've got to make a choice. I'm going to win my one-on-one battle. I'm going to get beat. That's what it is. That's football. And tonight we won some. We probably lost more on the offensive side than we should have. And you go back and watch it, the tape will tell everything, and we're going to have to get that fixed.
You guys, you mentioned the Coleman fumble, and then you also covered a fumble, and Brian misses a field goal. How do you think you guys kind of handled that? Those are opportunities where the score's probably different, you know, on most other days going into halftime without scoring. How do you think they handled those?
I think they handled it. You know, I think, I wouldn't say, I don't think at this point we're surprised. I think early on when things like that happened, it was like, oh my gosh, what happened? And we were a little surprised in that situation. I don't think we were tonight. I think we're disappointed. And I think the disappointment was fuel for us coming out in the second half. And then, you know, we did. We were on fire. We came out there. We were ready to go. We were playing. Our mindset was right. And I don't think it was so much us in the second half to keep it close as it was Georgia State continuing to play hard as well and making plays. And having all 11 guys that same sense of urgency every single play, because I thought they exposed the one or two guys that didn't have that in some of those plays. And to me, they were hitting the right guys. We had a little sense of lack of urgency on a play there. Maybe it's a tackle not wrapping up, just throwing our shoulder in there. We've been down that road. We work tackling every Tuesday. That's the first thing we do. We tackle. And so that needs to show them, you know what, it's 2 weeks where we've had a couple of those happen and guys bounce out of it. You know, then to me, that's just discipline of doing your technique over and over and over again. And you know, we didn't do that, and they took advantage of it in certain situations.
The 80-yard run by Wilson, did you see the bust on that? What particularly happened?
It was about as open as it could be. I don't know. I wouldn't say there was one bust as opposed to maybe all 11 guys out there, because that thing opened up and there was nobody there. You should have a safety in that position is what we need to have. I don't remember how they got to it. They motioned the guy, they motioned him back in, they motioned the running back out, they handed the ball off to him. So I think they got us in a position where we were weak on the left side of their offense, and we just gashed it right through it.
With regard to your game plan, when you opened up the first half and wanted to establish the run, was that what you've been doing the last few weeks, or did the wind have anything to do with the turn? You guys were throwing it all, or?
A little bit, some of the shot plays. You know, I don't think any of the intermediate stuff, you know, 20 yards or less would be good. That's not going to affect the ball. If we're trying to throw it down the field 45, 55 yards, it might have a little effect on it. And it just was inconsistent, so I don't think we got to that like we wanted to early. We had some shot plays in there to get to. We also felt like we could run the ball. We come out there and we run the ball the way we did last week. We're feeling pretty confident we can run the ball, and we weren't running the ball. And then they got into a little bit of what we'd seen earlier in the year in Memphis, ULL. Now it's 2nd and 10, we're dropping 8, 3-man rush. Now we're trying to throw it. We've been down that road. We come back, we try to go quarterback run, we try to run the ball. They had a nice answer for it. They were bringing the guy off the edge. So we were playing that little chess match there, and I think they were calling a good game. You know, they kind of called our bluff on a couple of things in there. That's when we came out the second half and made adjustments on, was all right, they had an answer for what we were doing. The teams that we played haven't. They had an answer for it, now we had to make adjustments. And that's where I thought Coach Drake and Coach Goodell did a good job in the run game making those adjustments. Went back to just protecting our edges, 2 tight ends, running the ball inside, try to get 4 or 5 yards, and then start to open up.
Anything else for Coach, guys?
What can you say about Sterling? I mean, he's made a few kind of timely plays for us in the second half here these last few weeks of the game tonight.
Yeah, he, I talked to him on the side, and I pulled him aside and try on, and, just to remind those guys that the focus, the urgency, they're going to throw the ball down the field. We were doing a decent job against their run. They were getting 2 yards a pop. That wasn't going to last, and they weren't going to continue to do that. So I knew they were going to throw it. Where they hit us primarily, they hit us on the perimeter, but they hit us over the middle. Is where they got us. Him running across the field or a scramble. Somebody within that safety area was making the play. We need to make sure that inside there, if the Trine was in there inside or Sterling was in there, we seem to do what we did against Monroe. We did our job, we covered our guys, we just scrambled around here, know where to go. Make the quarterback run, let the linebackers make the play. Don't let them throw it down the field there. We did that at times, it's not consistent anymore.
Anything else? All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Cheers, Coach.